If you want to see the podcast early, click in the link in the description to go to the Spotify version. Those will always be up first. So that's just what I wanted to tell you. Also, if you're wondering where I've been content-wise, go to the description and click the podcast link. There are hundreds of audio versions of episodes. In fact, that's how it originated. There was no video podcast. This is a new thing. So if you want to see any episodes that are missing, go down there and start at the beginning, if you want to. On to the preview. This week on Gaming Dudes Podcast, I was also feeling, on my last couple days, I got sick. Managers blamed me for something I didn't even do. And, like, the manager. And I basically was like, okay, so what now? Now, by the end of it was extremely stressful. I had to kind of, like...
Yeah, it is.
It was horrible. It was like, dude, so I'm being,
it's stressful,
like,
dude.
smashed to the ground. And if, dude, if you played that clip when I was at that point, I probably would have, probably tried to hunt the man down. I would have hunted that man down.
Yeah.
I would have hunted him down.
So,
I would have hunted him down.
So that's what I'm... Hello, welcome to another episode of Gaming Dudes Podcast. I am Bren.
I'm Spidey. We got a sick boy here.
I'm sick. I'm still doing it. That's how devoted I am. I am very sick. I'm going to feel pretty tired after this hour, I'm sure. But anyway, today... Oh, you just have to see the clip, dude. This guy, I don't like this guy at all, but it's a common debate we have on here. It's another take. A moron.
The real
Ready?
The real job debate.
Yeah.
Fun-loving person, okay? I promise. But the issue is after 9 hours and 30 minutes of streaming, like high intensity, I am not a fun-loving person at that point.
Not a fun.
High intensity. Does he look like he's wearing a Rolex hat?
Is he actually good at video games, or is he just like the...
He isn't game. He talks about politics.
Oh.
Point, I'm just like, I'm so tired. Like, the life has been stripped from me. Now, you know how...
This guy is also a guy who hates rich people. He openly says he hates rich people, and he lives in a $2 million house and is rich.
I feel like I remember you talking about this guy a long
He's wearing
time
a Rolex hat. Yeah, in his $2 million mansion.
He's
so, guess you hate yourself.
What I was gonna say is I make videos, and once I put them on the internet, I'm freaking proud as frick of them, dude. I don't sit here saying this was so draining. Like, same with the streams I did back in the day. I'm proud of the stuff I did then. You know, it was fun. I enjoyed it. I had a good time. I don't understand where this is coming from, where he's like, dude, it's draining. It's like,
jobs feel.
It's worse, I'm sure.
It's funny you say that because I used to have a real job and I was infinitely more social, because this is the one area where I absolutely will disagree with you on. Yes, a real job can be gruesome. A real job can make you very tired, but a real job doesn't suck the soul out of you. You know what I mean?
Never had a real job.
In the same way that 9 hours of streaming absolutely will. Like, that's the difference. Like, no. Social battery wise, unless you're in retail,
dude, the rage, I can see the rage coming in from
retail.
The comments.
I've seen this stream being like, what?
It's very different. You're out of touch with them. I'm gonna die, dude. There's are accountants in here, and they're misunderstanding what I'm saying. A real job does not expend your social battery in the same way as someone who did a sales job.
You could just
a real job. Okay.
What?
You could just walk outside. Yeah, he's talking about like social stuff. It's like, what are you talking about? Also, why are you doing streams for 9 hours? That's one question I have. Like, what?
I'm telling you,
I don't know.
As someone who did both, 9 hours of constant performance and people pleasing.
What performance?
Okay.
This guy's the worst streamer I've ever seen.
Okay, when he says,
if you watch this guy's, nothing that this guy does is entertaining at any point.
He says,
I don't know.
People pleasing That's the first thing he says. Performing, people pleasing. Bro, what are you doing? Like, especially a guy who talks about politics. That seems like the opposite of like people pleasing, you know? Seems like the opposite. When
That's a good point.
Like,
that is
think
a good
about
point.
it. He's sitting here. It's like, dude, politics are like the most.
If you're people pleasing, it's like, aren't you like
talking about politics? It's not really people pleasing. It makes people divided, actually.
Taps you out from social scenarios. After 9 hours of that, I could probably do physical labor. It would not bother me, but I can't fucking do more social shit. That's my point.
And I think for me, the part where he got himself in trouble, well, first off, he's Hasan. He's often in controversy.
Don't care about you or take at all. No one cares about
sector. People previously
sold out of you more than any real job. Yeah, people are probably going to get offended.
There are.
Yeah.
Sorry, this guy is an idiot.
No,
This is what I'm saying. It's like, we don't need to say your opinion. Like, any of these people who are like, I don't know. Any of these people who like do reaction content like this when they're literally just saying exactly what the guy said is like, just show me the clip. Just be a clip channel, dog.
Well,
no one cares about your take on it.
No, I agree with you.
Although we're doing it right now, technically.
Well, there's a difference. This guy's.
What's the difference?
Well, first off, we're not milking this for views. That's the difference. He's milking it for views. Because
he always takes a middle stance too.
Oh, he does.
Like, never actually has. Yeah. Anyway,
that are good comparisons. Service sector, people pleasing jobs would be very similar. Those are like, I think, customer service type. But like, if you're an accountant or if you're even like in sales, my interactions with clients was limited, way more limited than like constantly having to do this for 9 hours with like a back and forth interaction for 9 hours. That's what like sucks your social battery and you just tap out after it. Yeah, think about it this way. Like, you give presentations for your job, right?
Presentation, you're streaming. You're streaming bad takes all day.
Yeah,
I guess that would take energy out of you for being like
for 9 hours
for
straight.
Like 9 hours
it's like,
a day.
After a while, you would be like, I don't want to talk ever again. I call it like the dead zone. When I'm done streaming,
the dead zone.
I usually have like at least a refractory period of an hour where I just sit there and silently stare at my phone. The other thing,
I silently stare at my
what do you call it? Like, the other thing is,
how it works for
like,
everybody,
the one issue that I've brought up about Twitch streaming that's like very different than a real job, is that, like I said, you're always on. You have to always be on.
You seem like he's on, right? Is this on?
No.
Because this is more dead than I've seen anybody be. Are you in the dead zone right now?
He's like...
You're live right now, and you seem like the most low-energy moron I've ever seen.
He's
but
like,
here we are, you complaining, saying, look at how entertaining I'm being right now. On with what?
Dude.
No. There are so many private moments that you have to yourself in a real job, in a big boy job, right? Like,
a big boy job. A real job and a big boy job.
Are moments that you don't have to be on. When you're on camera, you have to be on all the time.
You're not on. You're not even on right now. You've never been on in your life.
That definitely, like, even if you're doing customer service, there's like in between calls. You know, you can
this doesn't
take your time like that.
None
when
of
you're
this stuff
teaching, you have breaks in between classes. That's the only that I would say is someone who's done like a real world job, a big boy job, and a fake job like this.
A real world job.
That I think is like one of the biggest differences, and it just hooks you a little bit for sure. Bro, you're generalizing too much about jobs you've never done. You know how socially draining it is to work like most jobs? I'm just saying we can relate to your feeling a lot more than you seem to think. Lots of jobs are socially draining.
Yes.
Many of us are feeling all too well. Oh my God, I'm going to die. Yeah, dude, I'm saying Twitch streaming is actually way harder than any of your jobs. That's what I meant. I'm glad you can. I'm glad. And I'm saying that your job is like not real. I did sales. I know what it's like.
Sure.
I know it's awful. You have to literally, I'm telling you, it was draining my social battery. nowhere near to the same degree as Twitch
No,
streaming. That's my
no.
point.
But I will say, if you watch the
Okay.
4 to 5 minutes,
So does
Or more?
I'm almost sad. I'm almost sad for this guy in a way. Like, and this actually ties into this. I feel like people who make content on the internet who are like popular or have somewhat of an audience just become like extremely privileged. Like extremely privileged, and this isn't like the usual discussion. And it seems like all they have in their lives is this little bubble. This little bubble they get into. And it's like, bro, I was thinking today. I was watching these YouTubers, just like even these like Star Wars Battlefront YouTubers, and I was just getting bored. I was of like, I was like, dude, why am I even looking at this? Why am I watching these clowns talk about a game I could just be playing right now, to be honest. I feel like these people, it's like there's nothing constructive that these people add, you know? Taking a middle ground, same with this guy. Taking a middle ground on this issue doesn't make you constructive. It doesn't. In fact, what you're doing is just, this guy's classic. This guy is basically trying to cover his own butt too, because he does almost the same thing.
The truth of the matter is, I understand. I have a very small social battery, very small. I do like 1 to 2 social things a week. 2 if I'm feeling tops. That includes my family. So it's like, for the most part, and most of that is spent on hanging out with my family. So it's like, I got a very low like time frame of one, so I can understand that. I do work at a job that's also very socially draining, and I only deal with my coworkers. Dealing with someone behind a screen on a chat is way easier than you dealing with a real person like that's in front of your face. So I get your social battery getting worn down, because I can relate to that. I don't understand how you sitting in your chair at your own house is draining in any way.
No.
I also don't care, and I don't feel for you.
No.
I also think you're wrong. And I think whatever job you had before was an easy job.
Yeah.
Whatever you're saying, whatever sales stuff that you were into was easy.
You want me to be honest? Like you said before, he probably didn't even have an actual job. And I'm not even saying that just to be rude.
I don't know.
That's just like
what does it say I'm streaming?
Both of us...
Oh, I'm streaming. It was the video. Okay.
Both of us understand that, we understand that, both of us, like we've talked before, we both had jobs, actual jobs, even full-time jobs. I started out part-time, but they slowly started making it essentially full-time. So it's like, dude, actually, you socialize a lot at work. I socialized a lot at work because I was bored out of my mind.
You're doing it so much, and you're also dealing with egos, personalities that you have to get along with people.
Yes.
A chatter in your chat, you can just be like, "Hey, screw off! Like, we don't care. Like that you don't like me or that you're upset. Like, I don't care." At work, I have to deal with that person in person every day,
and you're stuck with them the entire day.
So they're not they're not comparable.
No.
They're not comparable. Streaming's easy. Streaming is easy. I don't care how much. I think it's a little different when you're like these high energy guys who stream for small spurts, and they're like being super entertaining and actually entertaining the whole time. That's different. You sitting there and talking about politics and being like this and saying, I am in the dead zone, I'm rich, stuff like that. Like,
no,
that's not hard to do.
That's not content.
You're not showing any signs of life. I'm sick and I'm showing more signs of life.
I've seen more political channels with more energy than this guy. That's the funny part. I've seen ones with way more energy than this guy.
I'm just saying, like, he's just wrong. So, the rest of this video, I'm assuming they show reactions to what other people say.
Even though there's a middle line here. As you had a lot of the general public having tweets like,
See, he's already talking about a middle line.
This when I have to stream for 9 hours and react to videos in front of 20,000 people instead of working a real job. Others saying, don't ever let someone insult you by saying your 9-to-5 job is easier than streaming. Laugh at them knowing they only think that because they're faking their personality all day on stream and it's exhausting them.
Ooh.
Cooper, it's a troll, by the way.
Not
Hey,
wrong.
guys, if you're CS fans, you know Cooper is a troll. Others saying being poor when you're young.
This kid has no clue.
Has obviously never touched data entry or cell centers. Being poor when you're young and starting out has its advantages.
Makes you humble and grateful.
Makes you humble and grateful. This kid has no clue.
Yeah.
So
Young
true.
and starting out has its advantages. Makes you humble and grateful. This kid has no clue in reference to Hasan and other ones out there.
After working 8 hours of a real job and not a single parasocial loser has given them free money.
That's true. That's true.
Oh.
Yeah, no, these. Yeah, no, that's not. Even,
I will also share with you guys some of the takes out.
That's.
Most of us understand that he's referring to the psychological toll of being a public figure who's constantly being harshly criticized and has to be super careful with everything they say. I think he's talked a lot about how it affects him. Okay, well, then don't care.
Yeah.
Out there from streamers that I also agreed with.
Being a public figure, like you chose to do that by putting yourself on the internet.
Yeah, dude. People.
What did you think was going to happen?
People these
What,
days, like they're gonna put
Are you
you.
not thinking that there's a possible chance of you becoming famous? If you're putting something on the internet, there is a chance that it could take off.
Yeah.
Like for anybody. I'm not saying it's a high chance, but like you're
No.
taking that risk by doing it right away.
Yes.
Because I would love to have some middle ground here. Like I think the
Oh, back to middle ground. Streaming. Oh, my boy Muda.
Dude, here he is.
Streaming is by far one of the easiest, most privileged jobs you can have. If you're successful, the rewards far outweigh any of the negatives. Compare it to any service job, cybersecurity, or nursing, and you'll find something actually exhausting. Ooh.
Dude, and he brought
This
up
girl's like, as someone who has worked 12-hour shifts with a 4-hour commute while going to uni full-time, streaming is easily the hardest job I've had. The post-stream social exhaustion is so real, I don't know how anyone could do it every day. Like, she's got to be joking.
Agreed. That has to
the
be.
internet took it one way
Well,
and
no,
kind of stretched it
either
really
that or
far.
she's like-
And maybe I'm wild
Got some interesting
for saying
takes.
this. I didn't really think
Keep
this
talking, 'cause I don't
was
care what this guy.
that crazy. I
But
think
it's
it got
been
all the crazier because Hasan
Do you
said
remember
it,
when?
even though
Do
we
you
covered this
remember
a
when
few
there
weeks ago.
was no
Fortnite streamer Lacey was
parasocial
talking about this at length,
relationships?
and this station on
When
here.
that wasn't like a thing?
Someone else
I
talked
say
about this
hundreds
as well, by
liberty
the way.
neutral.
What'd you say?
Liberty, liberty.
I was saying, do you remember when no one thought about like parasocial relationships on the internet? No one cared. Like no one thought about, you know,
regarding whether or not
I'm really exhausted by my viewers talking to me. Like no one thought about that back in the day. I don't remember. Like you watch Rain ad and he wasn't thinking, dude, this is so exhausting. You know, this is so difficult. It's like.
You know, I would say he's exhausting.
Like no, he
What are you
never,
saying?
I'm saying Rainad would never say that stuff is exhausting.
Oh.
I'm saying
because it's
people
not.
because people back in the day didn't care. Their parasocial relationship, this whole thing that they're talking about, never existed. It didn't exist at all. There was no.
Okay, but only one person talked about parasocial relationship, and he was talking about the people who give him money. Which people have been giving Twitch streamers money from like day one.
True. But I'm saying, like, it wasn't like this thing that people thought about, is what I'm saying. No one thought about it this much. Like, no one was like...
Someone's saying can't... What do you mean? Thought about what this much?
I'm
Oh,
saying
like streaming's
no one-
more mainstream now, for sure. Yeah.
Like, no one thought about these definitions. Like, no one gave it a definition. No one even thought about it. It was just a service.
That's because it was new. It's like, now it's like really mainstream. Well, not really mainstream, but becoming more mainstream. This one can't really have a productive conversation on here regarding whether or not streaming is a hard job when everyone assumes we all make 10K a month. If you make 2K a month, a month doing this, you're pretty lucky.
Yeah.
So I think your job's easy and you're making 2K a month. That's all I'm going to say about that. If you're making 3K a month, 4K a month, you're making more than me at that point. So, and I'm working 10 times harder, 10 times longer. So I don't want to hear about it at all. Like, life's unfair, right? Like, it's true. But that doesn't mean I can't call it out when I see it. Nobody cares about your take if you're a streamer saying it's hard.
No.
Nobody. Go talk to other streamers about it. Go stay in your bubble, because real people who do real actual jobs, I know we've talked about this so many times, but it's like, it's getting worse. Like, now streamers are like getting cocky about it.
Well, dude.
Like, now streamers are like starting to talk about it. Like, some people were like, oh, we should talk about it. Like, this is like, if you're coming out saying that your job's hard and you're a streamer, like, that's fine. You can think that. You're wrong. You're like legitimately, objectively wrong. But
I guess what I was trying to say is that people back then didn't say streaming was a hard job either. They didn't complain. They didn't say any of this stuff. They didn't even like talk about their wealth like it was something that was big. So you are correct. They're getting arrogant.
What?
They're getting very arrogant.
People in the workforce are working really, really hard and underpaid. That's just a fact of the matter. Like, most people are getting unfairly paid, which is something that I'm learning. The more I work, and now that I'm moving up a little bit in like a working sense, I just think that that's a fact. So you as a streamer, it's the opposite. You're doing something stupid and getting paid way too much. So how can you possibly say that they're comparable in any form? You're Dwayne at the end of the day while you're in a $2 million house, while people out here can't pay for their teeth without being poor as crap.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to hear it. You're wrong.
Some people can't even pay the dang rent at all. Some people are on the street because of that.
At least admit it, dude. Like, at least admit your job is easy as balls. You aren't doing anything of value.
No.
Especially if you're just saying your opinions on stuff that nobody cares, like that nobody cares about what your opinion is. And if they do, they need to really figure out their own opinions. But that's where I'm saying it's like, dude, even if you're making 5K, this woman's saying 10K a month. If you're making 5K a month, shut up. 4K a month, shut up. 3K a month, shut up. Like, you're still working from home, your own boss, doing the easiest job of all time. So, don't care. Hate to break it to you.
Streaming is a hard job. When everyone assumes we all make $10,000 a month. I, for example,
there's more from her. Don't. So I still do a lot of editing, writing, recording, photoshopping, etc. So do a ton of you. And the hourly rate breakdown is less than you'd think. But the discussion on the website is cursed because a lot of people just hate streamers and think all of them do React content and make thousands of dollars a day.
Which they
Pretty
do.
true. The reason I don't complain about it so much is because I choose this life for myself, correct? And the world doesn't owe me anything, correct? I don't feel entitled to a career in entertainment, but writing and performing is what I enjoy, and I'm going to continue to work towards that. Okay. You're probably making a ton of money.
Yeah, writing and
performing.
performing.
I don't know.
Who is this girl?
So she's basically saying, for example, she does her own editing.
Okay.
Okay.
That doesn't change.
So?
That doesn't change.
Oh,
the
you're
fact-
not rich enough to afford an editor too?
Yeah.
Like, so what?
Yeah, that's interesting.
No, I don't think you're impressed. We're people out here doing it for fun.
Yeah, I'm doing
You're
it
getting
for fun.
paid. Shut up. Shut up.
don't. So I still do a lot of editing, writing, recording, photoshopping, etc., myself. And the hourly rate breakdown
people
is
have
less than you
passion.
think. I also
don't
worked
have
real
passion.
jobs for years before and while streaming, but the
You say you
discussion on
have
this
a passion,
website is
but
cursed
yeah.
because a lot of people just hate streamers and think a lot of
I
them
pour
do
my
React
heart out into
content.
my
Now
content.
he's just reading a
Myself,
tweet.
is
He's just literally just reading a tweet.
not watch content. Is streaming easy?
Stream easy. Yeah, it's really not that difficult to hit the go live button and do my job. Is learning how to keep an audience engaged easy? Is being content creator easy? Is creating a brand easy? Is becoming a proficient storyteller / editor easy? No. Streaming is literally the easiest part of my job. All the back end stuff is the real grind. Okay. Trying to be as fair as I can because I am biased because I think they're all boneheads, but
is creating a brand.
Being an audience engaged easy. I think all this part is fun. Like if you think this part is like this is like the fun part, I feel like to me. Like creating the content and the brand is like that's the fun part, isn't it?
Apparently.
What do you mean by storyteller?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
What stories are you telling me that I care about? Like you're making your job sound glorified when you're just getting online and acting like a bonehead.
A story,
like,
a storyteller. It's like, are you writing a book?
Yeah. You got to give this guy. A fair pull here. We got to check out his channel.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Let's see this storytelling and editing that he's working on so hard.
I'm very confused about the storytelling part. Like, is he?
I'm assuming. Oh, he says gang storyteller and coffee lover. So it has to be him. Yeah. Oh, I can't wait to see this. Okay, we're gonna give this guy a fair chance.
I do not. Oh yeah, you're putting up the stream. Yeah.
I want to keep that video because I want to keep watching it, but we're gonna give this guy a fair chance.
Actually, watch his content.
A lot about the good.
See his storytelling.
Let's give this guy. He's got storytelling.
Let's see his incredible storytelling.
With rumors of Verdansk coming back to
waiting for
Warzone next year, I've been thinking a lot about the good old days of Warzone. Way back in 2020 when the game first came out, nobody really knew how to build loadouts back then. Everyone was basically just using whatever they felt was good, and not because some meta video told them it was. And you know, that was kind of the magic of it all. So I figured, what if I tried a loadout that I haven't tried in 4 years, but on today's version of Warzone? Would it work? Today's video is a little bit different. I didn't put the camera on for this gameplay or anything like that. I was kind of just playing in my house and decided to hit the record button, and we ended up with this. But this game was too good for me not to.
His footage.
So, okay. So you're telling me your job is hard, and you just uploaded a video of you just randomly hitting record.
He's like
without your face. You just decided to randomly hit record, and that's what you uploaded.
To share with you guys. So I hope you
So far, this is great storytelling.
Appreciate it. So drop a like on the
good storytelling
of a man who is incredibly lazy.
Video as always, and enjoy. So for those of you already asking the question,
this is less effort than when I did some of my videos. That was low effort.
Hey, where's Lucci's camera? It's kind of just a low key Saturday at the time of me recording this video.
It's a low key Saturday at the time of me.
So you play a game and talk over.
We're good as long as it's just like serviceable, you know?
Dude,
like
storytelling.
Like a B minus.
Cinematic masterpiece. Cinematic masterpiece.
Really, really bad.
His incredible narrative.
They seriously added this to Warzone. Okay.
They added the ray gun to Warzone.
Tina used to worry about bad breath. Now.
Okay, we'll give us a little more of a chance.
Warzone has done a lot of wacky stuff in the past, but this might take the cake. Everyone's always wondering what the meta weapons are. What if I told you the real meta is not something you can make in a loadout? What if I told you it was this instead? Buddy in there, I threw a drill charge at this house and someone's in it.
So it's looking like
it's just gameplay. There's nothing narrative.
You are streaming and uploading your stream to and it's not even chopped up or edited.
Thank you.
Yep.
So it's looking like you are just uploading a game. Okay, so you're okay. So okay. Oh, it's worse than I thought. You're a moron. That's worse. That's less effort than I've put into mine. You're terrible.
Yeah.
So this is all nil. Everything he said in this tweet is just bad. So storytelling, no. I don't know what your brand is.
No.
Being lazy and boring, maybe. Is being a content creator easy? So everything you've shown so far, super easy. Everything that I've seen you do, your content, low effort. So I don't even know how you have that many subscribers.
Yeah, it's not really that difficult to hit the go live
So he's
button.
wrong. This guy's wrong.
Do my job.
This guy's just wrong.
And easy.
His own content isn't even a good example of what he's talking about.
No.
Successful.
Oh, there's more. There's more. He said more.
First place.
Blah, blah, blah. It's part of my job. All the back end stuff is real grind. However, the amount of sacrifice that it takes to even become a successful streamer in the first place is something most people will never put themselves through. If that's all that you're putting yourself through is you uploading a stream, like without even cutting it up, is who cares? My job is mentally exhausting. No, it's not. But I also do everything, not just stream. So does pretty much most
Yeah.
people who aren't super like the top percent
Yeah, they're not like
of
rich.
creators. So I worked in the trades for 10 years before this. Me too. Way harder. I was physically exhausting, but I clocked out and forgot about work completely until my next shift. You can still do that streaming.
Yeah.
A lot of content creation feels 24/7. It's not when it's your business. It's not. Okay. So wrong. Horrible take.
Is something
Instead-
most people will never put
What were you doing in the trades? Were you like a janitor?
themselves through. My job is mentally exhausting, but I also do everything. Not
Like when you say trades, he didn't define it, so it's got to be
Yeah.
like something really easy, like he painted houses.
not just
or something.
stream. I worked in
Everyone
the
says
trades
they have
10
real
plus years
jobs,
before
but they
this.
never bring
That
up
was
what those
physically
jobs are,
exhausting, but
typically.
I clocked out and forgot about work completely.
Like, were you
until my
doing
next shift.
woodworking?
A
Were
lot of
you
content
What were you
creation
doing?
feels 24/7.
Were
doing a
especially
valuable trade,
when
or
it's
were
your
you painting?
business.
Like,
And I
were you
think that's
painting a
what I
room?
would like to
Our
focus on
dad
on the,
went through
on the other
trade
side of
school,
things.
too,
Like streaming
so-
certainly can be
You
easy
did
for some, and
too?
it looks easy when you think they're all
I didn't go through. Oh, I guess I did go through.
making millions of
yeah,
dollars.
you did.
But
Wasn't
the
that
focus on like, the
haircutting?
mentally
Yeah.
exhausting part. You have people
Yeah.
and streamers who have worked
Guys, don't
Yeah,
care
you're
about what
harder
Jake's saying. Don't care what Jake's
never
saying. Your
including
opinion
for
is
an
going to
center
be
hairline for the
bad.
last.
Oh no, I can just tell by our profile picture this is going to be bad. Okay. I've worked over 20 plus different jobs, including at a call center, since I keep seeing that one mentioned. Streaming has been the most mentally taxing on. Okay. Taxing one for a number of reasons: doxing, swatting, death threats for X. But I'm grateful every day that this is my career now. Okay.
Doxing,
Are
swatting.
you really getting
death threats.
swatted? Maybe she is. That's all. That
Yeah,
stuff's
that's
terrible.
bad, but I'm saying like
Death threats are gonna happen, but
Yeah.
swatting and doxing is like, come on, like that's people are freaks. But you putting yourself on the internet once again,
yeah,
you're
that's-
risking it for
you're
that.
exposing yourself to that. So
All right, like
especially
It's
being
just
a,
part of it.
Being a streamer, dude, that's kind of the worst thing you could ever.
if you didn't want that to happen, like don't show your face, don't
Yes.
do like make
Yes.
yourself your brand. You're like worried about that. Anyway,
Last one I'll share with you guys. Put it
Bad
pretty
take.
well. I've worked over 20 plus
That
different
stuff is
jobs,
awful.
including a call center. We are finally.
I think that was
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. We are finally back from Brazil. We have some great footage from that esports event
oh, no,
coming
there's more.
soon. But while we
There's
are
more from
here
her
now,
take. Both of those things can be true. It's mentally tiring, but also an amazing privileged job to have.
True privilege.
Very okay, at
privileged.
least you have that.
Yeah.
And it's what a lot of streamers have expressed. No one is talking in absolutes. LMAO. This discourse on here feels like a whole bunch of people who are pressed just to be pressed. No, it's
Oh.
people complaining about not having real problems. That is what people are pressed about. We aren't pressing you because you shouldn't be pressed. We're pressing because some moron who's living in a $2 million mansion is saying that his job's really hard and more hard than other people's jobs. And that he can't go out and hang out with his friends afterwards because he's talking to a chat.
A man who basically
No.
didn't work a day in his life, probably, if we're being realistic.
Oh, even if he has, must have been easy. Or he
Yeah.
just forgot what it's like. Anyway, Hasan's the worst. Always has been one of the most gutter trash streamers. But there's another one who said similar stuff to this. Let's see if I can find out that one. I don't even know what he said. I just heard his voice. His name is Lacey. Let's see. I mean,
Are people just jumping on this train to like?
yes, Pokey saying the.
Yep, not
Edwards.
canceled. Not canceled for it though. Not canceled.
Okay, where's Lacey? I know this guy is the guy who said this guy right here. He said a bunch of stuff about.
Do good old XQC.
Just all Hasan.
Yeah, so Hasan just made waves in the internet.
Oh, am I gonna have to go back to that channel to find it? Like, did he talk about it too? Just type it. What are these guys called? Lacy Gamer Update. I'll just do Lacy Gamer Update. Oh, this is why I wanted the clips in the first place. Oh! Kids meet Lacey for the first time. Truth or Dare with Darla. Man, this guy's got a round face. Here it is.
If you're thinking about getting great internet at a great price, if you're thinking
Same
about
ad.
getting great internet at a great
No
price,
one likes Frontier.
good thinking.
I hadn't even heard of Frontier.
I have to go through this bull crap because nobody cares about what you're saying. We want to see the clip. Here we
It's
go.
gonna be a good one. Here's the clip.
9 to 5. Oh, yeah. 9 to 5s are easier than being a streamer. 9 to 5 is easier than being a streamer.
Because you never had an actual 9 to 5 that was actually difficult.
You guys can put dots all you want, bro. I literally have done both. I can tell you that doing a 9 to 5 is
Ooh, your weight, F off.
easier than being a streamer. Simple. I've done both. Have you ever done a real job? Yes, I worked at Panera. I worked 2 jobs. I worked at Panera and Walmart for 2 years.
So, give myself a brain aneurysm.
And I can say that being a streamer is harder than working at 9 to 5. Obviously, the pay's way better. Obviously, I get paid more. Being a streamer, but when I'm talking about just straight up mental toll, being a streamer is way harder, bro.
Toll, dude. The mental toll is getting on me. I'm getting billions of dollars. The mental toll's here. I haven't lifted my fingers.
You
for
are
anything.
your own boss. It doesn't matter, bro. You guys don't understand. Other jobs, bro.
So bad right now.
Bro, like an actual 9 to
Just a
5,
stream? Like,
you don't have to be at your
Yeah,
peak,
his bit rate's
peak
terrible.
performance, bro.
your 9 to 5, you don't have to be your
A 9 to 5, you can literally show up, the bare minimum, just being there, mope around all day, and still get paid, bro. Being a streamer, if
No one can be that way at work. No
I
one.
showed up to a stream moping around, barely talking, no one would watch. It would be boring, bro. You can't do that. Being a streamer, you have to be at your top attitude, top mood, top entertainment for 8 hours straight.
And I will tell you what, I'll tell you right now, there's no win.
Or you could just like be a normal person and not be like, whoa, check out this game, guys. You faking a personality doesn't make you entertaining to me. Like, that doesn't make you entertaining. It makes you less entertaining, in fact. I say that a lot, but it's just, I'm so sick of seeing people just constantly, like,
Mentally draining.
fake garbage.
Saying just sitting playing a video game, which is what you're doing. You're just being goofy while you're at it, dude. I wish I could be goofy all day and play video games, you idiot. That's what I'm saying, dude. They're getting cockier. They're getting cockier.
Try and make ends meet. And those are the people that I agree. It's a very trying and
Shut up. Anyway, there you go. There's another guy being insane. saying the most. At least that guy was just like, he was like positive.
He was positive about it. That's what's funny. That's what's funny about it.
So what do you think about these guys?
I feel like
kind of stuff?
I feel
You know
like
what it makes me want to do to them.
I guess what I was saying back there was like, dude, you're paid to be fake on the internet, and you get millions of dollars for it. You just get to act like an idiot on the internet. I mean, dude, that's not a hard job. In fact, I'm. You know what's funny? I was thinking this today. I was actually thinking in my head. I was like, dude, like I said, I don't understand YouTube to me, and like this doesn't all apply to YouTube, but it does in some ways. Where it's like, dude, I'm watching this guy's content. Why am I watching this? I'll think that some days I'll just be like scrolling through my feed and then just being like, why am I watching this garbage? Like it doesn't even. There's nothing here. There's nothing here. There's no creativity. Yeah. There's nothing. I the only thing I've seen that's entertaining recently is the guys you show me, Jinxie. I can't think of anybody else.
Jinxie and Sketch are the only two people I watch, and Queso. I don't like Queso as much, but that's a personal opinion. He's still like a really entertaining guy. But Sketch and Jinxie, funniest guys, naturally funny. They only stream like short spurts of time, so you're getting them like high energy the whole time. They don't complain. They just seem like great guys. They seem very passionate. Jinxie also streamed to like nobody for years. Yeah. So like it's hard not to respect these guys.
Well,
plus they're funny. They're actually funny. Make me laugh. They're actually doing like funny stuff. Jinxie's pumping out so much versatile content. It's insane. He streams. He does a podcast. He does a vlog. He does YouTube videos on his main channel. He does YouTube videos for his VODs channel. He does fan mail. He does reacting to people's clips. He does talent shows. He does e-dates. He does tournaments. It's like, that guy is working his butt off.
Yes, he is.
You are sitting there complaining about while you're in your mansion, and while that Lacey guy is in his penthouse, you're complaining about how you worked at Walmart, and you'd probably be back at Walmart. So you better hope streaming doesn't fail for you, buddy. You better be saving your money, pal.
Careers,
you better be saving your money.
Careers do not last forever in that industry. And
best be saving your money, buddy, because you got no skills.
Not only that, half the YouTubers...
You being good at Fortnite ain't going to pay off on nothing.
The YouTubers I watched, that we grew up with, we had Balloon Shop. Those guys were funny. Those guys were actually funny. Not saying their stuff was like the most difficult thing to do, but at least they were funny. Owen Rogers made a TV show. He made a hit TV show and spun that whole thing. He made his YouTube channel, spun that to a small little goofy animation, which turned into like a popular show. So he actually had a successful career.
Why didn't it get picked up again? Didn't it not get picked up?
Yep.
After like a few seasons?
It will not be. It's because executives, dude. Hollywood executives don't understand. When something's good, they don't bring it back typically. That's not their.
Yeah, but I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Like, you have to have bigger aspirations than just the platform you're on. Because if your only aspiration is just to sit here and be like, woo, like you're just kind of like, I don't know.
Dude, go ahead and do it, but be smart with your money.
Be smart with your money.
Be smart with your money.
And
save it up.
You know what? Be thankful. Be thankful. Be thankful. I'm thankful that I'm breathing. I'm thankful that I got a roof over my head. I'm thankful for a lot of things. Just be thankful for where you are, man. Be thankful that you got your stuff. Be thankful that your career took off. Like, people don't need to be complaining about stuff so much when they're people as a whole.
Yes, you're right.
Humanity has got to stop complaining. You got to stop complaining.
You do. But it's hard to not complain and be mad when I'm working my butt off at an actual job. This guy's making 4 or 5 times more than me in a month. Then potentially I even make in a year.
No, I agree with you. I think it's
$2 million mansion. I think he owns more than just one house. Gets to travel whenever he wants. He has a Rolex hat. He's got nice cars. It's like, it's not that is what I think brings happiness.
No.
Clearly, that guy doesn't look very happy.
No. Hey, he's
I'm not talking
how
about
miserable
that.
he is.
I'm talking about when you start complaining, none of us people who actually work hard are listening to anything you're saying.
No.
Go talk to other rich streamers. You're talking to the wrong crowd, buddy.
Yeah.
Like, we don't care. Like, it doesn't mean like that you should be rude or like not loving to people.
No.
I'm not trying to say that, but it's like, and maybe I have the wrong attitude about it, but for me, being someone who's broke as hell, when I hear people like this, and I'm working my butt off, I'm still broke. And I'm not even really bad with my money.
No.
Still broke. That makes me a little bit tweaked when you are complaining from your $2 million house getting to sit in your chair and you just start making money from turning your stream on.
Well, you're just well. The difference is, John, we're average guys. We're the common people. That's the thing. The common people see this guy and he's like talking about how bad it is, and it's like, dude, I guess it'd be
Just out of touch. It's like, bro, you're out of touch.
It feels like they should, like I said, just be thankful for what you got, dude. I'd be thankful.
Yeah.
Like what? Why? Like there's no reason to brag about it. Don't brag about it. Don't be like acting like your life is hard. Like I understand like certain moments in life may be difficult, but your financial situation isn't difficult. Nothing about your job isn't difficult either. It's not difficult. Stop complaining about the job too. Dude, you're rich. You live in a mansion. I know this is obvious stuff, but it's true.
Yeah.
You live in a mansion.
Dude.
Be thankful that you're here.
The thing that stresses people out the most in life, I feel like can be solved. Most of it can be solved with having a lot of money.
Yeah. Agreed.
It does not mean that I don't think money brings you happiness,
No.
like real happiness. I'm not saying any of that. I'm just saying that
Financial security
you
is
complaining
awesome.
to someone who actually has not financial security is like, it's like you're like slapping me in the face.
You're like, whoosh.
Like,
You're
hey,
like,
bro,
oh,
go
hey,
complain to
hey,
go
buddy.
complain to rich people about this. I don't care. Give me some money. Then I'll listen to you talk. Like,
Give
it's
me
like
money.
I don't like
Donate to the
go
donators.
talk to people who are like go talk to your like rich 1%ers. Like I don't care about like I don't care. Boo-hoo. Boo-hoo, you can't hang out with your friends at the end of the day. Like, so what?
You know, people who actually work can't necessarily hang out with the people they want to hang out with either. They're stuck sitting
I
there
know.
for it could be more than 8
100%.
hours. Could be more.
Dude, it's just like an endless wheel of like grinding and working and working
Like,
and
you're
working.
not-
I'm not saying working is bad.
No.
It's not bad. I'm just saying that like when someone's complaining and they have no worries about money at all, even if their stream died tomorrow, maybe you have to sell your $2 million mansion and like, but you still could be living well for a while. That is what I'm saying. That's where it's like, look, first off, if you're saying it's harder than a 9-to-5 job, you're just wrong. You're wrong. I do not care that you're editing your own videos. You're still wrong. I don't care about any of that.
No.
The stress that I deal with on a day-to-day is probably 4 times more than someone who turns their stream on. And I'm getting paid not even a third of what they get paid.
Same. Dude, when I was there, too, like I said, like we established, I worked at the same company. I was also feeling, on my last couple days, I got sick. Managers blamed me for something I didn't even do. And, like, the manager. And I basically was like, okay, so what now? Now, by the end of it was extremely stressful. I had to kind of, like...
Yeah. It is.
It was horrible. It was like, dude, so I'm being
It's stressful,
like,
dude.
smashed
It is.
to the
It just
ground. And if dude, if you played that clip when I was at that point, I probably would have probably tried to hunt the man down. I would have hunted that man down.
Yeah.
I would have hunted him down.
So
I would have hunted him down.
So that's what I'm saying, dude.
brought him down. Like, dude, I dealt with a stressful. That's my final moments at the job. To continue like school and stuff. It's like, dude, you like it makes me wonder if this guy's ever dealt with actual disappointment in his life. Like actual disappointment where like a situation
This is what, dude.
bad.
Yes. This is what dude. That's what I'm saying. It's like when it's not like, look, I understand there's probably parts about streaming all the time that get tiring. There's negatives to everything, right? I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that I can't understand, like, you know what? Probably does get mentally draining, like doing this every day a little bit, for sure. Like I'm not saying that it's impossible. I'm not saying that. Why, once you start comparing it to my like stuff that I do, though, then you're just wrong.
No.
I'm just like a normal job. Like you're just wrong at that point. And then so you're immediately wrong, and then you keep doubling down, making money while you're doing this. By the way, sitting there complaining, you're making money. It's once you start. It's like, look, there are people out there who like. I'm not saying I'm biased because I'm poor.
Yeah,
I don't know what to tell you.
Well,
I'm biased.
You're also living. You're also I'm saying you're also living in the economy. You're living in this economy, and you can't even buy a house these days. Like you can't even buy a house. Like
I can't even buy. I could barely take care of myself health wise.
You can barely take care of health, food, like.
So it's like, okay, like. That's what I'm saying. Like, look, I'm sure what you're saying, maybe it is draining for you, and that maybe in your life that sucks for you. Like, I'm not saying that's not true, because he's him. He probably does feel that way.
Yeah.
And that sucks. Don't get me wrong. That probably sucks for you. You probably don't feel so great about it. I'm not trying to deny that. You're talking to the wrong people, though, brother.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to hear it from you. So, is it all right? Like, are your feelings valid? Sure. Do I care about them in any form? No. Do I care about hearing them, agreeing with you, hearing you out, making you feel better about them? Not even a little bit. Not even kind of. I don't want to hear about it. Go talk to your rich friends about it. Go talk to your rich friends about it. They will understand. They will get it. Woe is me. I have everything paid for. Woe is me. Like, oh, you don't get the hard part, the grind. The grind is editing your own videos. I make my own thumbnails and stuff, too. Oh, how much are you making? Oh, way more than me? Weird how that's working out. And you get to be creative and do what you want?
Yeah.
Whoa! Like, whoa!
What I was another
crazy
thing I was
lifestyle you're
is,
living over there.
Is like, dude, some people actually worked their butts off to get to the point where they are, where they have success. You know, where they've got to their like millions. Some people have actually worked their butts off to get to that point, so they know what the grind is. You don't. You're just sitting here.
The part is,
you push a button and then you go, "Hey guys, what's up?" Oh, lol XD random lol ruffle. Like, that's all you're doing.
Here's the difference. It's not like I'm there's a lot of streamers I love to watch.
Yeah.
Like, I'm glad streaming exists. It's not like I'm going day to day being like, this job's stupid. Can't believe these guys are getting paid this much. It's not like I'm thinking about that all the time. It's when you start calling out my people.
Yeah.
That I get ticked off. It's when you start coming at us, acting like you even kind of know what it feels like.
Yeah, it is.
That's when I get like this absolute like moron round face. You can blank that out. Sorry. Is talking about how he worked at Walmart, which is where he belongs, and probably would be again because he's a loser. That guy is telling me that he guaranteed, oh, he's in a penthouse, that his job is harder than mine.
He's in the penthouse suite.
Shut up.
He's in the penthouse suite, dude. He's not relatable. He's relatable to the people, dude. He's relatable to the common man. He's relatable. He's. Do you ever wonder if they actually have a social life? Like, actually do? I'm saying, like, I'm saying, like, we do have, like, circles, though. That you and I both have, like, circles. We have people we know.
Friends, yeah.
Do these people actually... You start to wonder if, like, they actually have a social life. Like, because they're just sitting here on the internet. Because they're sitting here on the internet wasting time writing their little opinions down about how hard life is, when they could just be out there, doing something, maybe hanging out with people, getting outside, breathing in the fresh air, getting away from the screen, like, especially if you're doing this for 9 hours.
I think some of them get out. I mean, dude, I don't know why you think you need to stream for 9 hours.
Yeah, that's
kind of just like, it's kind of your call.
Yeah.
Like,
no one asked you to do it.
So when you're saying 9, it's like, you're your own boss. So I don't really care about what length of time you're doing it, because you don't have to do that.
No.
That's just like you saying that. Maybe you want more money. I don't know, but that's on you, not.
Yeah.
Not,
essentially, what you're doing is just you're. I guess I'm saying, like, some people. I'm not saying I get out all the time or I hang out in like big crowds or I do stuff, but when I go to like certain events,
who likes big crowds? I mean,
like, it's kind of nice to see people. Like, I'm saying these guys don't seem like they get out much because they're sitting here complaining about something stupid. Like, this stupid. Like, you're wasting your time. You could be doing anything. Dude, you have millions of dollars.
Yeah, they have the means to. Yeah,
you could be doing anything.
That's true.
That's true. You could be doing something fun right now, dude. You could be going outside. You could go watch a movie. You could go, like, do whatever you wanted. You could go go to the fanciest restaurant ever. You could go across the world.
You can travel.
You can visit
do whatever
Japan.
you want.
Dude, bro, you have it in your fingertips. Everything. So, you know what?
You're at home wearing a Rolex hat in your $2 million mansion, whining about how your job's so hard. You could go to Japan. You could go somewhere and do your job there and still make money because you can stream wherever you want.
Look at Jake and Bake. Wasn't he like? Did he?
Yeah, but it's like, I'm just saying, it's like, yeah, I think he still does. I'm just saying, it's like, okay, like, you could literally go travel and then, like, stay there for as long as you want, making money. Still. So it's like,
you're just wasting space. You're wasting
That's another thing. You can do your job from anywhere.
Yeah.
So you can go visit a buddy and, like, have a good time and stream during the day. Like, you have the ability to go and do your job anywhere.
And
it's like,
meanwhile,
you get to wear whatever you want, look however you want. Like, you don't have any rules.
No.
Like, shut up. You're just wrong. On every capacity, you are wrong. And there's no way that someone's going to convince me otherwise. There's just none.
Most people, when they have to move somewhere, they have to research jobs in the area, hope they get the dang job, hope that things
imagine
work
if
out.
Imagine if one of those. Yeah, I know. That's even before. That's just to get to the job.
Yeah.
Like, imagine if your friend was like a streamer. If you had like a friend who's like a really successful streamer, and he was just like complaining about.
Well, I'd just tell him, dude.
It would be like, hey guys, I mean, if you're gonna complain about this stuff, I'm just not your guy. Like, look, you're a cool guy. I want to hang out. I don't want to hear about.
Well, yeah.
I don't want to hear about how rough your day is.
Oh, same.
Just don't.
Same. Because you don't know what real problems are.
Yeah.
You don't know what real problems are.
Yeah.
You don't know stress. Yeah. You don't know any of that.
Look, it's like, bro, I think you need to vent. Like, and that's great. Go vent to someone else who streams.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I can't understand your situation because I'm not there. I'm not there.
Or give me the clout. Give me the clout so I can be a streamer, and then I can also listen to your bull crap.
Here's an idea. This is what I've wanted them to do for years. Support small content creators.
Ooh.
These big streamers.
Oh, I see.
Support small content creators.
They could change people's careers. Like,
help people.
Yeah, they could change. I wonder why they don't do that.
Give back to your fans. Give back to your fans instead of constantly just being like, dude, check this out.
I wonder why people don't like shout out other people very often.
Yeah, it's lame. It's lame, dude. I personally
remember PewDiePie used to do that for a while. Like, he would do it like 10 YouTubers might have been every week for a while.
That sounds He
did it to Jacksepticeye. That's how Jacksepticeye took off.
And that's
because he like shouted it out.
That's what they should be doing. That's what they should be doing. They should stop, doing all this stuff. Like, they're wasting time is what I'm saying. They're wasting valuable time. And they like, don't get me wrong. I've been there too, where I've like, had some dumb thing I've talked about and wasted time. Like, I've had wrong takes before, but at least admit you're wrong instead of just being like sticking so hard to this. Like, they're sticking hard to this this opinion. Like they're sticking hard
Yeah.
into it. And it's like, dude, you're just gonna drag
Yes,
yourself
they
into
are.
the mud. You're gonna drag yourself into the mud for doing this. Like, this isn't a good idea. Waste of your time. Mic drop.
Yep. Yeah.
Like,
You are right though. It is a waste. It is a waste for them. It's
we're
like,
all like, you're all wasting your time, dude. Just go make another stream. You could have made a stream and made even more money at this time. You could do something so cool. Dude, you could visualize, let's say you want to make a game, you could just pay all the people to do it and you could write it. Or a
Yep.
TV show or a movie. Like any of that entertainment stuff you could do. That is like for me, that's like a dream, dude. You can do all this stuff. You don't even have to like get people like, I would love to do something like that and have, people at my beck and call to do this stuff, but we don't have that. Neither of us do. Like, you can't hire an editor. I can't hire this. Like, I can't hire other people. It's sad. It makes me sad. And mad.
imagine someone. Oh my gosh! Imagine. I always forget that there's like so many of them out there that aren't even paying. They aren't even like editing their stuff.
No, dude.
They're literally
Yeah, no, they're lazy.
not doing any of the work besides filming.
Someone does the thumbnails. Someone does the editing. Someone films sometimes. Sometimes they write the script.
Yeah,
I'm not kidding. So it's like a full
Yeah.
TV show. You have 4 people.
dude. Imagine how easy that gig is.
Oh.
And he has enough money. He does pay editors. He does do he doesn't do any of the back end stuff.
No.
Like, dude, you're still complaining.
I've seen animation
You're
channels have people animate for them. So that's 5 things that start out as like independent animators. That's 5 different things that people pay people to do. So you realistically don't... Like MatPat, dude. We talked about him. He's got people, doing everything for him.
Yeah.
It's like, dude...
He's like, I'm stepping away, but it's like just making money on
No,
it.
you're just making money. You're essentially sitting there making money on it still. Your pocketbook is getting filled up a lot. That wallet is just like... dollars are just sliding in there. And you're just sitting there sleeping on his chair. I actually watched, dude. Oh crap! I should have shown you that. So he made
What?
He made a video. MatPat did. He made like this recent video about his retirement again. He made another video about it.
Another video.
Yeah, he did. He did. I don't think it's that long.
Why would he make another video about it?
He was taught. I think maybe this was like, I don't remember exactly.
Pat's
what it was.
final theory.
Yeah. He's like the
25
intro.
minutes.
The intro is all I wanted to see. It's really cringy. You will cringe so bad when you see it.
Okay.
The
We gotta watch it. We gotta watch it.
Seriously, it is the worst thing I've ever seen. It's so bad. It's so bad. It's the worst thing ever. If this is the video I'm thinking of, then this is horrible.
Hello, Internet!
Oh no, this
Welcome
isn't it.
to Game
What video is it?
Theory,
I'm looking this up right
where
now.
that is the last time that I'll be saying those words officially on this channel. Loyal theorists, how do you say goodbye? 13 years ago, I made you this promise.
Do you want to know more about the games you love without having to put in any work of your own? Well, now you can play and learn. That's right, Weboverse. We have created Game Theory, gaming's tangential learning experience.
Well, Weboverse, here we are today, 3,000 videos of tangential learning later.
Because there was this video. Where is this? He was talking about, there are these videos, like all these big creators were talking about him. Oh,
Hello.
No.
Are you seeing this?
Yeah.
He's tired.
I know what you're
I
going
gotta
to
see
say,
this.
so I'm going to cut you off at the pass. Ordinarily, a YouTuber would be like, go to the comments, leave a comment, drop a comment. I've been busy.
No one thinks you're impressed because you're Not telling us to drop a comment.
If
or
it wasn't
like an
apparent,
idiot.
and is usually the case whenever I'm not posting videos for a while, it's because I'm working on other stuff that just needs my attention. So that's what I've been doing. And I'm saying this, which is in the text. So I don't know why I keep pointing up there. It hasn't been up there in years. But I came here to say this because I am tired. And I kind of want to share that because I haven't been able to
Tired of
share
what?
pretty much anything. The amount of work that I've had to put into Iron Lung recently has been
Oh, the movie.
probably more than any other project that I've had to
At
do.
least that's a
Yeah,
crazy
yeah.
amount of work.
having
That's
to
actually a lot
learn.
of work.
Thank you.
I respect it.
Thank you. At least you're making a movie. At least you're making a movie. I'll give him that.
You're doing something, buddy.
You're doing something.
doing
with it.
something.
You're not just saying, "Oh, I'm just
You're doing
gonna
something cool and creative.
let my
Not
pocket
just saying.
book." Where is?
I wish we
this?
could find this map pad thing that you're talking about.
Because there's this video where he's like talking about.
It's not Goodbye Internet, is it? No, that's his actual.
That's his actual goodbye. Maybe he removed it because it was so bad. He was
Coming
sitting.
out. Does that have
Dude,
2
I keep
million
getting
views?
suggestions for it over and over, even though I've never watched that person in my life.
Really?
The old reporty. Where is this?
Oh, can I not like have it not be suggested to me? Like,
Same.
there's no like, don't suggest this to me.
It's annoying. I had that happen too. I know which one this is. It's called How to Teach Video Games to a Non-Gamer. That's what it is. It's so...
Talks about his retirement in it.
Yeah, he actually does at the beginning. You see an intro, a really cringy intro of people like...
Video games to a...
Let me see.
To a what?
To a
Non-gamer?
Where is this? Where is this? I swear I saw this. This might not be it. I'm so frustrated. I think this will just have to be for another episode, to be honest, because we're already getting towards the end. But yeah, I don't even know where.
Let a TurboTax full service
I have
expert
to
do your taxes as soon as
do a
today.
bit of research.
It's fun. Every good thing in
These are some interesting. Anywho,
yeah,
people. The last thing I'll say. Last rumination.
I didn't think we would get through that. That was a fast podcast.
Yeah.
I was mad.
Yeah. What I wanted to say is, people, it's reiterating some things. It's like, dude, why are people don't understand, like, these people should not be at the top. That's just the truth. This shouldn't be at the top. And I'm just being honest. To me, these people shouldn't be like millionaires to billionaires. And I wonder if that doesn't have an effect on the economy itself, because they're literally getting billions of dollars for just sitting down going to no one's benefit, just going.
What is their actual like?
Like, I wonder if it like affects. It has to affect something. Like, you can't be giving out this much money to someone and it doesn't like affect everybody else. Like that always, I always thought that question. I was always like, are these people like hurting what's going on here for us, making things worse? Because they're not doing anything. They're not contributing anything to society. And like anything of value. All they're doing is just going, or they're just going like this. Just sitting here bored out of their minds.
So he says he's a socialist, by the way.
Yet he has like millions of dollars.
Yeah, he claims he's a socialist. This is a shirt that he likes to wear all the time.
Make the rich pay, but you are rich.
So you
make myself pay.
Also, he makes
$200K a month. Don't like socialists absolutely hate the system, like the capitalist system, and yet he's so capitalist.
Like 200K a year is such a good salary. Such a good salary. Imagine making that a month.
He's like, dude, this man is a capitalist. He's a capitalist, dude. He's not
From
a
your
socialist.
chair at home.
$2.8 million.
That was 2 years ago.
So he's probably making even more.
No, that's how much he had earned so far since just 2019.
So he's just rolling in the dough. Rolling in the dough. He's like, dude, I am a capitalist. I am not a capitalist fiend.
Socialist.
Has millions of dollars. That's like the complete opposite. Socialists don't even believe in the system, like the system that we're in.
Oh, that's just subscriptions. It's not even including it's not even including donations, other things, or sponsors.
If you're a socialist, dude, you're rich. You're rich. You have millions of dollars. I don't see you going out here letting people live in your home. You know, that's what socialism is. You know, you let people have everything. Everything you own is free for the taking. Like, I don't see you doing that. You're not putting people in your house. You're not like, it's just stupid. It's not, he doesn't even know what socialism, he probably didn't even know what socialism is. Man doesn't even know what it is. This proves
It's
that
more than I thought.
Let me even look this up. Let's look this up for a second before we end this. The definition of a socialist. I'm gonna look this up. So let's look this up here. So they believe that the ownership of the means of production equally among society would increase. Well, this is just a bunch of buzzwords. I'm looking at the simplified meaning of this. I don't need to hear some guy go, "Oh, of course, the economic and social things." Society as a whole, rather than private companies, should own or control various goods and services. I remember Marxism. If he's talking about Marxism, I remember them saying, you know, Karl Marx believed in people, you know, sharing everything. Your house, your possessions, your food. This guy is not a socialist. He is isolated in his mansion. I'm saying, I'm not like advocating for it.
I agree.
He's sitting in his little mansion.
No, but I'm saying you're saying that you're one of these, but you're in a mansion.
He's like, got his little
making millions
dollars in his hands. I'm totally against the rich.
And he's like, I'm against the rich. Like, you are one, brother.
Oh.
Distribute your wealth.
Yeah, distribute.
You're such a socialist.
Yeah,
dude.
distribute
your wealth.
Dude, no, give me your dang mansion, buddy. I want your mansion. It's my mansion too.
I deserve
now.
it.
I deserve it.
I'm working harder than you anyway.
It's my mansion, dude. I deserve it. Now, I'm not working as hard as you, good sir. I'll say, but I am trying to get the real job, like the big job.
It's not a competition. It's only a competition when it comes to those guys, which they are making a competition, and they lose every time. So. If I was making your pay, I wouldn't be thinking my job was hard, and even my job now, I wouldn't think it was hard if I was making his pay. But they're whiny little out-of-touch babies who have to boo-hoo for like whatever dumb things that is ever going on in their heads. And I'm censoring myself majorly.
I know, I could tell. You were about to, you're like, he's like boastful. You had to cut yourself off there. Okay, people.
What are we at in time?
Okay, people. We are at like an hour and 12 minutes.
Oh, dang.
That was a good
flew
episode,
by.
though. That was a good episode.
All right, good episode. God bless. We'll see you next week. Hopefully Hasan loses that money.
Stay
Hopefully
safe, people. Get those jobs done. Hit those books. You know.
If you're a streamer, I'm sorry for you. I feel sorry for you. I'm really sorry your job's so rough. I didn't know. My eyes are now opened.
I didn't know
to how much you guys work and that you work very hard for that money that you get. My bad.
Yeah, that's.
See you guys.